Hello guys, welcome back to the new video. So in this video we're gonna make the smart home company website using Elementor and the WordPress. So you can see that we are on the main section of the website and we are gonna make this website from start. We are not gonna import any pre-made template like other YouTubers. We're gonna make everything from start to finish by using the Elementor. All the things are made from scratch. We are not gonna import any pre-made template like other YouTubers. Okay, so let me show the demonstration of the project which we're gonna make in this video. Okay, so let me refresh this website. So after refreshing, I will show you the cool animation which are added in the website. All the animation are the sequence animation. So you can see that first this section will come, then this image will come from the behind, from the bottom I mean. So let's refresh this again and I will show you this animation once more time. Okay, I don't want to make the video long, just showing once animation. So here you can see that we have this type of animations. Also you can see that when I scroll below we have this who we are section. So this is the about section. Also you can see that we have these logos at the top. We have the overlap section here. Okay, so I will show you how to make this type of overlap section using the Elementor. Okay, so we are not gonna import any pre-made template like other YouTubers. We're gonna make every design from scratch using the latest version of Elementor. So you can see we have this type of overlap section. Here we have this type of layout. Here we have this type of listing. Here we have two BTNs. So you can add this type of button also. Okay, so you can see one more thing when I scroll below, then this part of the header will stick at the top. So you can see like this. So I will show you how to make this type of simple sticky header using the Elementor. So also you can see that we have these links here, and when I hover on these links, we have this type of hover effect on these links. Okay, so I will show you how to make this type of links also. Here we have the free consultation button. So I will show you how to make this type of button also with this hover effect. Okay, so let's go below. Here you can see that we have all of our wonderful clients. Okay, so right now you can see we have this type of layout. We have the world map behind. Also you can see that we have this type of logos with this effect. So once they are black and white, and after hover they have some colors. So I will show you how to make this type of effect also using Elementor. And you can see here we have the counter section. Here we can showcase all our happy clients, 10,000 plus happy clients, 14,000 projects, 98% these things. Okay, here you can see you can also make this image fixed. I will show you how to make this. Okay, and here also you can see that we have the transparent mini section. Here we have the free consultation button. Okay, so this section is fully made using custom Elementor. We are not gonna import any pre-made template like other YouTubers. Okay, so here you can see we have this type of section once. Here you can showcase all your main services. Okay, here transparent pricing, so you can showcase all your information according to you. Okay, and you can also further expand this website after making this. Okay, you can add multiple pages, you can link services and all. Okay, so let's go below. Here we have the our services section. So this section you can see, so this section is fully custom made. Here we have the learn more button. Okay, so you can see this UI is looking good, really good. I will show you how to make this type of custom grid using the Elementor. Okay, so this is a complete beginner friendly tutorial. If anyone want to master the Elementor, then this video is for you. Watch the video from start to finish, step by step. You will understand how to make this type of awesome website using the Elementor and the WordPress. Okay, so here you can see we have this type of things. We have learn more button, these type of things are there. Okay, so let's go below. So we have this type of layout. Okay, so here we have the why chooser section. Here we have this type of layout. Also on hover I'm gonna add this lemon color. So right now we don't have hover color on this, but when I make the video I will add this type of hover effect on these cards. Okay, so let's go below. Here we have the CTA section where we can showcase our videos in the background. So right now I don't have the video, so I have added an image. Here you can also link any image or video or any link. Okay, here we have also the request cancellation, BTN, all of these sections are fully responsive. Okay, so let's go below. Here we have this type of layout. Here we have the smart home appliances. Okay, so I will show you how to make this type of a custom layout. We have one image here, and after that we have this type of layout. We have the learn more button. Here also you can see the image is here. Okay, all of these sections are really looking good. All the animations are there also. So let me show you the animation. Okay, so only I'm going to show the animation in this section. So you can see this, we have this type of sequence animation. So I will show you how to add this type of animation also in the website. Okay, so let's go below. Here we have this beautiful looking review section, so you can add all of your reviews. We can also change the slide by scrolling like this. Okay, so, and also you can see we have the infinite scroll here. You can also scroll by clicking on these dots. Okay, we have this type of layout. Here we have the read all reviews, write a review. Okay, so this thing is fully responsive. Okay, so I will give you all of these images in the video description for free, so you can follow along with me. After that, we have this beautiful footer. So you can see all these footers are fully made using the custom Elementor. We are not gonna import any pre-made template like other YouTubers. So many YouTubers just make the homepage and then import all the sections and make the website. And we don't make this type of stuff in our channel. We make everything from start, step by step. Okay, everything is made using custom Elementor. Okay, so here you can see we have the footer. All of these links are there. We have this form. Okay. Here we have this type of layout, dummy layouts, all the dummy things are there. Okay, so let's go to the top and I will show you the link section. So when we click on the about, it will go to the about. Similarly for the clients, similarly for the services, testimonial, and you can link the contact section also. Okay, so now let me go to the mobile part and I will show you that this website is fully responsive for all the screens. Let's go to the inspect. And we can also refresh this one, so the animation will work in the mobile part also. So after refreshing, you can see we have this cool animation here. Okay, we have this type of mobile menu. Okay, we have this type of toggle button here. I will show you how to add this toggle button in Elementor. Okay, so let's go below. Here you can see all these sections are fully responsive. Okay, also the animations are fully working. Okay, you can see the counter is looking great, and here we have our services section. Okay, so here we have all the grid section. You can also add the slider here in a mobile by using the loop carousel or the carousel widget. Okay, here you can see we have the watch user section. Okay, so all website is fully responsive, and I will show you how to make this type of custom website using Elementor. Okay, so if you want to learn how to make this type of awesome website, please subscribe to the channel. We regularly make this type of videos in our channel. Okay, you can see all these sections are fully responsive. Copyright. Also, we can click on this about to go to their respective section. Also, you can see that this header is sticky in the mobile part also. So we can go to the services. You can go to the testimonial. Let's go to the contact. Contact is not linked. Okay, so I will show you. This will adapt the screen size also. You can see. Okay, so I will give you all these images in the video description for free, so you can follow along with me. Also, you can download this kit from the link or in the video description. You can check it out all our website kits. All the links are in the video description. You can also buy the Elementor Pro, the genuine Elementor Pro, which I'm gonna use in this video for making this awesome website. Okay, all the links are in the video description. If you are new to our channel, like and share our videos with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and let's start this video, and we're gonna make this awesome website step by step from scratch. Okay, so for making the website, I'm gonna show you what are the things which are required for making this. So let's go to the appendices, and here you can see that I have installed a fresh WordPress installation to make this website from start. Okay, so for making this, we're gonna use the Hello Elementor theme, the official Elementor theme. So let's go to the plugin option. And in the plugin you can see that we have this Elementor and it's a pro version. So for making this, we're gonna use this type of plugin. Okay, only these two plugins, and I will give you all of these images in the video description for free, so you can also follow along with me. So let's go to the media library, and we're gonna import all of the images. So let's go to the add media file, and we're gonna import all of the images. So let me go to the downloads folder. Okay, so and here if I go to the top, let me find those images. I think we have these images here. Okay, so let's upload these images. So I will also give you all of these images in the video description for free, so you can follow along with me. Okay, also you can download this kit, awesome kit. If you want to download this kit, I am selling this kit at very affordable rates. You can have this kit. All the links are in the video description. Do check it out. Okay, so till now this is importing. What we're gonna do, let's go to the pages option, and we're gonna import some pages. So let me clear all of this, move to trash. Okay, after that we're gonna add a new page here. So let's add a new page. So the name of the page will be home page. So let me add here home page, and here we have the default template. Let's make this Elementor full width and let's publish. Okay, so this is our home page. We gonna use this. Let's go to this settings, and in the reading option, here in the reading option, you can see we have the static page. So let's click on the static page, and we're gonna choose the home as the default page. So let's save the changes. Okay, so whenever you go from here and click on the visit site, it will open this default page which you have just set. Okay, so it will take some time to load, leave it. And after that, you can go to the permalinks. You can set this permalink to post name. Okay, else things are looking great. Now let's go to the media library and see if our images are uploaded or not. Okay, so you can see I think all the images are not uploaded. Okay, so let me go to this again and try to upload all of these images. I don't know what happened. So let's upload all of these images. Let's leave this not uploaded images. I think WordPress don't run task in behind. We have to keep open this page. That's why it is not loaded, I think. Okay, so let's upload all of these images, and this is our home page where we're gonna make this. So let me click on this edit page. Okay, after that we're gonna open this with Elementor. So let's leave it this in one tab. So let's click on this edit with Elementor. Okay, so it will open the Elementor editor. So we have to do some settings also, and also you can see we have the latest version of the Elementor version 4, but that version still don't have many features like loop, grids, loop, carousel. So I'm waiting for that things to fully get all the features. Then after that we're gonna start making website using the Elementor version 4. Okay, so right now we are not using the Elementor version 4, but in future we're gonna definitely use that version also. So stay tuned for all of the things. You can see here we have the atomic element, but we are not gonna use the atomic elements right now because it is currently in the beta version, and this is not, I think, fully in alpha. It is saying alpha, but we don't have so many features like loop. We don't have the loop right now. If we search for the loop, you can see we don't have any loop. We have the old loop only. So without loop, I'm not gonna use this. Okay, so let me do some settings. We don't want the Elementor things here right now, so let's go to the settings option, and from the settings we're gonna go to the atomic editor, and we have to deactivate this from here. Okay, I have read and understood. Let's deactivate. Okay, so it will deactivate the Elementor things. Now let me go to this general tab. Here we have to disable default colors, disable this, save changes. Okay, so these things are done. Now let me refresh this here. So after refreshing, it will load the new layout which don't have the version 4 atomic elements. So let's close this. Okay, like this. So we are now clean to make the website. Okay, so now what I have to do, I have to copy these color codes. Okay, so for copying this color code, I have to go to this site settings. Okay, let's go to the site settings, and we're gonna copy this color code. So for that, I'm gonna use the ColorZilla tool. I'm gonna just pick the colors. So let me pick these colors. Like here, we're gonna pick this color. Okay, so I'm gonna go to global colors, and here I'm gonna add some colors here like theme 1. Okay, so we're gonna name this theme 1 also like blue. Let's name this blue. Okay, let's copy some more colors like we're gonna copy these colors like we're gonna copy this yellow. Okay, this is a lemon color, so I'm gonna name this lemon. Okay, after that let me copy this black color also. Let me copy this okay, we're gonna copy this black. Okay, after that let me copy some more colors like here we have the lemon, we have the black, we have this blue color also. Okay, and this gray color we will add it add by using our mind. Here we have this red color, so let me copy this red color also. So we're gonna copy this red color here like this. Okay, here we can have this red color. Okay, all of these things are there. We have just copied all of these colors. Okay, and I think we have added these colors. So I 1 2 3 4 colors are there. Okay, so let's save the changes. We don't are getting this blue color, I don't know why. Let's go here. Okay, if I go to the global colors again, you can see. Okay, so let me go back. Here we have the global fonts. Now we want the global fonts. So for the fonts, I'm gonna use this fonts ninja. Okay, so it will fetch the fonts which are used here. So it is analyzing the fonts. So here we are using the plus Jakarta and this is the enter. Okay, so we are gonna use the two fonts only. So let's set the primary fonts as plus Jakarta. Okay, let's set the secondary fonts also to plus Jakarta. Okay, here for the text we're gonna use the enter font. Okay, and for the accent also we're gonna use the enter fonts. Okay, this is set and let's save the changes. Okay, then we can go to the typography. Here also for this body we're gonna use the enter font. Okay, and the size you can also set if you want, like 15. Let's set the 15 pixel. Paragraph spacing and all. Then we have the typography. Here for the typography, here for the link also we're gonna use the enter font. Okay, this is also 15 pixel. Okay, then for the H1 we can set this to plus Jakarta and this we can add to 1.2 em. Okay, and for the H2 also we're gonna set this to plus Jakarta, and here also we can set the em value to 1.2 line height. Okay, then we can go to this H3. Okay, here also we can set the plus Jakarta fonts, and let's do this same for this line height em, and this is 1.2. Okay, then we have the H4. Here we can set this to plus okay. Here we have to H4 here plus Jakarta, and here we can also set this to 1.2 em. Okay, H5 here we have the plus Jakarta, and this is also line height to 1.2. Okay, then we have the H6 as Jakarta, and this would also we have the line height of 1.2. Okay, so these things are done. Now let's say the changes. So we can get back. Here we also have this layout option. For the layout we're gonna use the 1400 default layout. Container padding would be 0. Okay, and gaps would also be, let's keep this 20 pixel only. Okay, and the default page layout we're gonna set the Elementor full width. Okay, let's save the changes. Okay, so let's save these changes. Now let's get back. Okay, now we are ready to make. Let me refresh this once, and after refreshing you can see that we are on this. So in this way we can set the global colors and fonts. Okay, so now let's make this first section. So for making the first section we're gonna add one main layout. Okay, so this is the main. You can also let this hero. Okay, then inside this we're gonna add the one more layout, and this is will be main. Okay, and inside this also we're gonna add two section ones. Duplicate this. This is one. Okay, this is one. This is two, and we can make this like this. Okay, now we can set this main the color. We have the blue color. Okay, and here we can set the border radius as 20. Okay, and here also we can add the 80 pixel to the top, 80 pixel to the bottom. So right now we are adding this. Now you can see we have this text here, so we can add this text like this text here. Okay, we can copy this. We can also make this white color. Here also we can increase the size of this. Let's increase the size to 45. We can make this 600 bold, or we can make it 700. Okay, 700 is looking good. Now we can add the text here below text. So let's add the text editor. Okay, we can copy this from here. Okay, here also we can make this color white. Okay, and I think we can add some like this here, 30 spacing. Now let's add the button here. Okay, you can just drag and drop this. So this is the structure. So here you can see we have the get started button. So we can add this get started. Okay, here also we can add the background color as black and this as white. Okay, the border radius would be 100. This is the 15, and for the left and right we can make this to 30. Okay, and in the left side also we can make this to 30. Okay, here we can add 27 value. Okay, and on hover what we want this lemon color. Okay, add this black color also. Okay, here we can also make this bob effect like this. Okay, in this way, and here also we can make this 50 like this. Okay, here also we can add the 30 pixels, so we can keep some gaps. Okay, now let's add an image here. Okay, let's make this full, and here we can go to the media library and we can add this. Okay, and here for the second image we can make everything in the center, and for the image size we can go to advanced custom. Here we can make this to like this. Okay, now let me go to the main and we're gonna remove the 80 pixel from the bottom. Okay, like this. So, and we can also add an EM value to this, and we can just make this below. Okay, like this. Okay, so we are making this main. We don't want to make this main here. We have to choose this image. Okay, then we can go to the EM value, and here we can make this to below. Okay, this much only. Okay, you can also preview this from here. So you can see this is looking good, but we want to add some gaps here also. So let's add some padding like 40 pixel. Okay, we don't want to add this in the right direction. No, we want to add this here also. Okay, let's see. This is looking good, but in the left side we want to add this add 100. Okay, like this. Also in the top we don't want to add this 40. Also in the bottom we don't want to add this 40. Okay, this is looking good like this. Also, if you want to go to the main, here you can also reduce the gap from the top. Okay, so this is looking good now. You can just preview this. So this is looking good. Okay, now let's publish. We can also make this smaller little bit. We can make this to 48. Okay, so this is looking great. Okay, so you can see this section is also done. Now we can also click on this, and we can also view this page from here. Okay, so you can see our first section is ready, and this is looking good. Now let's move to the next section where we're gonna build this hobby art section. Okay, so now let's move to the next section where we're gonna make this hobby art section. So for making this, what we have to do, we have to just add a 2 section layout here, I think. Okay, like this. Now we have to just make this who we are, so we can know which section is this. Okay, we can make like this. Okay, so right now you can see we have this thing here. So what we're gonna do, we can just add some margin here. So let's add the margin of 80 to the top. 150. Okay, 150 is looking good. Okay, now we are here, and for this we're gonna add 80 pixel to the top like this. Okay, now we have to go inside. You can also click on this. Let's go inside. Here we have 1, here we have 2. Okay, so for the 1 we can add an image here. So let me choose this image. So, and here also we don't want to optimize it center, and default size would be cover. Okay, like this. And also what we can do, we can just click on this. Here we can add like a 450. Okay, here also we can go to the styles, and here we can add the border as 20 pixel. Okay, now you can see we want to make this inside. So for that we're gonna just add a container. Okay, let's name this inner icons. Okay, here also we can make this black. Then we can add the 20 pixel here. Okay, and here for the borders we're gonna add the 20 radius. Okay, here also we can make this like this, and we can make this in the end. Okay, then what we can do, we can just go to the pixel value, and here we can make this to the top here like this, and in the right side also we can make this like this. Okay, so you can see how fast we have built this. Now we have to make these things. For making this we're gonna use the grid value. So let's add the grid here. Okay, for the grid we're gonna use this 3 by 1. Okay, and here we're gonna make this 2. I think let's make this 0. Okay, let's add an inner container, and we can add this here like 20. Okay, let's keep it 10. So now we want this, I think this is the icon, right? So we want this here icon. Okay, and here also we can add some random icon. So I'm just adding some random icon here. Okay, so you can just use your own icons. Okay, here we can make this lemon color. Okay, let's make the size here like 27 or 30 is looking great. Okay, now we can just add a heading below to this, and this will say innovative thinking here. Okay, here also we can make this to innovative thinking. Okay, we can make this to box. So go inside any box, means inside this box, and we can make this 10. Okay, so this is looking great. Now we can just go to the box, and we can just duplicate this. Okay, now you can see we have this border, so we can go to this box, and here we can have this border like solid, and in the right side, okay, we can have this color like this. You can see we can have this color. Okay, like this. Now we can just copy this, and we can paste this here also. You can see we have this thing fully working. And how fast we are making websites. So we are not gonna import any pre-made template like other YouTubers. We're gonna make everything from start. Also guys, do support my channel. Say I am just new to YouTube things, so I hope you will subscribe to the channel if you like the videos. So here we can choose anything. Right now I'm just using some random icons. So you can choose an icon you can just, so you can also change the content here like this. Suppose I want to change the thing. Okay, so you can just replace this icon also to somewhere your icon. Let's say choose this. Okay, so I'm just using some random icons, but you can use some good icons. Okay, we can publish this so we don't lose any changes. Okay, now let's make this part. Okay, so for making this, you can see we don't have any gap here also. So this is 1, this is 2, who we are. Let's go to layout. Here we can just add the gap of 100. Okay, like this. You can also make this stretch. Let's make this like this. So now we can just add a heading, and here we can write about us. Okay, here we can just make this blue color, and let's increase the font size. Okay, here we can make this to 600. Now we can just add a heading. Okay, here we can just add this heading. Okay, we can make this to black color, and here also we can make this to 600. Okay, here after that we're gonna make this text editor here. Okay, we can copy this. Let's copy this here, and after that you can see we have to make this section. So for that we're gonna add an container here. Okay, and here also we can add this 20 to the top, 20 to the bottom. Okay, and we want to add some border color here also. So this is the inner list. Always name your containers, the inner list. Go to borders, and here we will have the solid one, and this is also one. Okay, and we can add this to here or like this. Okay, so this is very much visible, so we can make this top color. Okay, like this. Now what we can do, we can just choose this list. Okay, here you can see we have the smart efficiency. Okay, here also we can make this to blue. Oh, we can make this black color also like this. Okay, then we can just change the content here. Okay, so you can just replace all of this content. We can add the thing here 10. Okay, we can also duplicate this here. We can go to the inner list layout, and we can just make this here. Okay, 50. You can also add this. Let's publish this one so we don't lose any changes. Now you can see we have to add this button. So right now we have the same text, but in this we're gonna make different text. So let's add one more container, and this we can name like the BTN box. Okay, now let me copy this button, and we can paste this button here. Okay, here we can add the get started thing is there. We don't want this. Okay, then we can just duplicate this button and button box. Here we can just make this, and this we can do like we can add learn more, and we can make this transparent. We can make this black, and we can add some border 1 pixel, and this will be black. Okay, like this. And however we have this thing. Okay, here also we can add the border color. Okay, like this. Here also we can make this 13. Here also we can make this 13 like this. Okay, these things are done. Now let's publish. Okay, now let me go here and we're gonna refresh this. And after refreshing, you can see that we have the about us button, and these things are done. Okay, now let's move to the next section where we're gonna build this client logos. For making this section, what we're gonna do, we can just add a new container here like this. Okay, here we can rename this thing client logos. Okay, here also we can add this. So let me make this 80 to the top, 80 to the bottom. Here also we can add some map here, like let's add this map. Okay, and here also we can make this center, and default size would be cover. Okay, and here we can have the background overlay, so we can add some overlay colors, like we can choose this color. Okay, and here we can also make this transparent like this. So what I'm gonna find this color, let's choose this color. Okay, so for the color we are using this. Okay, and we can also increase the CSS filter here like this. Okay, let's save this color, and then let's save this gray BG. Let's create. Okay, so you can see now we have to add this text. So for the text, we're gonna copy this from the top. Okay, so I'm gonna copy all of these things here. Okay, let's make everything in the center, and we're gonna use the custom width here like this. Okay, and here also we can make this little bit 600, or let's use 500. Okay, and let's decrease the size of this little bit. Okay, 28 is looking good. Okay, like this. Now we have to add these logos. For the logos, I'm gonna use the grid here. Let's add a grid. Okay, here we're gonna add 4 by 2. Okay, and here also we're gonna add this layout, and we're gonna make this logo. Okay, and here we're gonna add this image. Okay, and here you can see in the CSS filter we can make the saturation 0, and on hover we can add the saturation to full. Okay, here we can make this to custom width as 50. $70, and here we can add this to duplicate. Okay, and here we can also duplicate this. Okay, here we have the grid value advanced, and here we can just add this 30. Okay, we can go to the layout, and here we can add the 30. Okay, now we can just replace this images. So let's replace this image here. Okay, here also. Okay, we can just replace all of these images one by one. Okay, I will give you all of these images for free in the video description, so you can follow along with me. Okay, let's replace this, and we can also replace this. So you can see this section is also looking good, and also we have this hover effect. So let me refresh this here, and after refreshing you can see we have this type of layout here. Okay, you can also add some border areas to have some edges like this. So okay, so this client logo section is also looking great, and this is looking good. Now let's go below. You can see we have this thing also, and on hover we have this type of things. Also, you can add some links to this. So when you click on this, it will go to the respective pages if you want to add. So you can see we have completed 3 sections, and all 3 sections are looking good. Now let's move to the next section where we have this type of section. So now we're gonna make this section. So you can see we have this type of layout here. So for making this, first what we're gonna do, we have to just add a container here like this. Okay, so we're gonna name this CTA. So let's close the rest section. So now we have to add this like 600 max width. Okay, max height, minimum height. Okay, now we're gonna go to styles, and we can add image here. Let's add the image like we want this image. Okay, we can now make this default size would be center, and display size would be cover like this. Okay, now you can see we have to add this section. So we can just add a new container. Okay, and here we can name this inner. Okay, we can also first give this some black color here, black, and then we're gonna make this to some transparent color like this. Okay, let's add some border radius also. We can add the border radius of 20. Okay, let's add the padding of here like 30 pixel. Okay, now let's make this some width, give some width like this. So we can give the width of 40. Okay, and also we can make this in the end. Okay, like this. Done. Now we can add this text. So for the text, I'm gonna copy this text from here. Okay, so I'm gonna copy and paste everything. Okay, here we're gonna make this full width. Okay, here we can now make this to white color. Okay, and here also we can copy this, replace this text like this. Okay, now we can add some text here. Okay, we can also make this to this color, and we can make this to like this. Okay, and let me copy this so we can have the same look and feel. Okay, now we can just add this button. So let's add this button, and we can just paste this button here, and here in the button we can add this 30. Okay, this button will say free consultation. So let me go here, and we can write free consultations. Okay, and here we're gonna change the color of this lemon, and this would be black color. Let's choose the black from here. Okay, and on hover this would be white and this would be black color as it is. Okay, I think we can make this like 600. Boldness is little bit low. Okay, this is looking great. Okay, in the if you can also preview this like this. This is looking great, and I think we can make this little bit smaller, like 35. And let's see. So you can see this is looking great. Okay, and now let's fix this image. So for fixing it, we can just go to this attachment and make this fix. So when you scroll, then this image will be fixed behind. Okay, this is giving little good effect. We don't have it here, but we have added this here. So let's refresh this. Okay, now you can see we have this. Okay, now you can see we have to add this counter things. So for adding the counter things, we can just add one more main box here. Okay, here we can write the counter. Okay, here we can just add one more counter here. Here we can add the main. Okay, so this main box will contain two boxes. First this, first this. So this is the main. Now inside this we can add one more container. Okay, this is the top, and now we can duplicate this, and this is the bottom. Okay, so we don't want any gaps between this, so let's remove the gap like this. Okay, now for the top what we want, so let's make the bottom one first. So we have the clear what we are making. Okay, like this. Here let's add some random borders here right now, and we can add some pixel here like this. Okay, now you can see we have this rating. So for the rating we can just add the rating here. Okay, so right now we have the 5 and we want to show the 4. Okay, here also we can increase the size of this. Okay, we can keep the spacing here, and okay, these things are there. Now we can make this to center. Okay, here we have this built on trust. Okay, here we can just copy this like this. Okay, so here we can go to the reading, and here we can make this to inline. Okay, then for the bottom you can see we have these things. Now we can just make this 500 and we can just reduce this 20. Okay, like this. So you can see this is done here. Now let's publish. Okay, so now we want to make the first one. Okay, so we have this bottom is done, top one. Okay, now for the top one we're gonna use the grid here. Okay, here for the top one we can add some padding also, like at the padding of 20. Okay, then we have the grid, and here we can add these 4 values. Okay, here we have the 0. Okay, now you can see we can first add an icon. So let's search for the icon. Okay, here also we're gonna use some random icons. Okay, so you can choose your icons according to what you're gonna add. So right now I'm just choosing the random icons. Okay, because I don't want to make the video long in searching of the icons. Okay, here you can see this icon is added. Also for the icon you can just refer this great site SVG repo. Okay, so this is a very good site. You can get a free SVG icons here. Okay, so you can just search for any icon like users. You will get so many icons here. Like you can see so many icons here. So you can just download the icon and you can use it here. Okay, you can upload that SVG by using this enable option. Okay, so I think I have some SVGs also downloaded. So let me copy that also. Okay, you can see these are the SVGs icon which I'm gonna use. So let me upload. I think the upload will not work for all. There is some Elementor bug. It will only upload the first one. You can see one on one. Okay, now it will work when I upload the all icons again. Now you can see this will work. So let me copy all of this. Okay, now you can see all the icons will work. So this is the very strange part. Okay, so let's see those uploaded. Now you can see we have to make this counter. So for that we can add the counter. Okay, so okay, we have done one mistake, bro. We have not added any container. So for that we can add the container first. Okay, and then we can add this icon. You can also use this grid box, but this will not work. Okay, you can use the user icon from here. Let's use this user icon. Okay, we can make this blue color. Okay, and here also we can add this heading. Okay, so the heading is not required. We want to use the counter value. 10,000 plus happy clients. So we can add this here 10,000. Okay, here we can increase the size to this 35. Okay, here also we can increase the uppercase value. Okay, like this. And here also you can see, now we can just go to this and we can make this box. Okay, now we can just set this to 10. Okay, so now what we can do, we can just add some this dashed border here. So let me go to this box, go to style border. Here you can see we have the dashed value, and in the right side we can add this. So you can clearly see this. Only we have to make this little bit blur like this. Okay, so this is looking great. Okay, you can also increase the size of this if you want. Okay, now let me go to this box, duplicate. Okay, and here we can just duplicate this again. Okay, now we can just go to the border. Here we can make this solid. Okay, now we can just make this to 30. Okay, here we can add this to border shadow. Okay, border radius will be 20. So now you can see this is looking great. And for the bottom one, we can go to the styles, and here we can go to the border. And for the bottom one, we don't want in the left side and in the right side bottom part. Okay, so you can see, now you can just preview this. You can see, okay, we want this in the below, we don't want in the top. So let's do this. Okay, so now this is looking great. Now we have to just shift this to the top, so we can have this main here. Go to em value and go to this, and we can just make this to the top. Okay, so we don't have white color also. Let's add the white color. Okay, like this. You can see this is looking great. Okay, let's publish. Okay, you can just replace all of this content. You can just replace all of this content like 98% satisfaction rate. If you want to replace, like here, click here, just make this 98, and here just make this percentage, and here satisfaction rate. Okay, like this. Okay, let's publish. Okay, so this section is also done. This is little bit tough, I think, for the beginners, but you can see this is looking great. And also this blank, this sticky section is looking really great. Okay, so this is done. You can just reduce the size of this if you want. This is a little bit bigger. Let me reduce the size to 20. Okay, now let's move to the next section where we're gonna build this services section now. Okay, let's get through these ones. So you can see we have this, and this is looking great. Okay, now let's move to the next section. So let's move to the next section where we're gonna build this our services section. So for making this, let me go here and we're gonna add. Okay, so here we're gonna need this section, and for that we're gonna list add this here services one. Okay, we can also make this like this. Okay, in the advanced, let me add it to the top, it to the bottom. Okay, and inside this you can see we have one, let type 2, and we need one more, and we're gonna name this to 3. Okay, here also now what we can do, we can just add an image here. Okay, we can make this full, and let's go here. We want this image, right? This is the image. Okay, now we're gonna use a custom value. Here we're gonna add like 500 by, here we're gonna have 700. Okay, we can give this to 600. Okay, we can give this to 500 also. Okay, now we can go to styles, and here we have the border radius of 20. Okay, here we have the services styles, and here we can have this to like this. Okay, here we can give this to center, and display size would be cover. Okay, so here we have the background overlay, and this would be gray BG. Okay, now you can see we want this some gaps between here, so let's add the gap of 60 pixel. Okay, and here also we want this things like, so for that we're gonna copy this. You can see we already have this thing here, so let me copy this from this. Okay, let's copy this. Okay, now we can just add this here and make this 600. Also we can have this like 25, and we can paste this here, and here we can, okay, so let's add the learn more button also. Here we can add this, and here we can just add this. Here we can add the learn more button. Okay, like this. Okay, now you can see we have this type of layout. So for adding this, you can just add a grid. Okay, and here you can see we want this one. Okay, now we can just add this text here. Okay, let's first add a container. Okay, now we can add this text. So the name would be transparent pricing. Okay, here we can make this to 500, and we can just move this to like this. Okay, here also we can make this icon. Okay, here we have the box. And we can go to upload SVG, and we can use this arrow. Okay, let's play with the size of this arrow, like we can increase and decrease the size to this 35. Also we can have this box, so we can give this to 20. Okay, we can give this box some solid. Okay, we have one at the top, one at the bottom, and here we can have this gray BG. Okay, here we can have them border color, like we can give this color to here. Okay, so now you can see we can give this to duplicate this. Okay, now we can add this like a 20 to the top, 20 to the bottom. And this would be 10 also. Okay, now we can just copy this and we can just paste this. Okay, so what we can do, you can see we are getting two buttons, right? So let me fix this one. So here instead of the top we only want in the bottom. Okay, let's remove this. Okay, we also don't want any gaps here. Let's make this 0. So only the border is in the bottom, right? Now we can just duplicate this. Okay, let's duplicate this again. Okay, now we have the grid, and here we have the gaps in row. Like we can add this in row. So in the row we have this 30. Okay, or in the 20 gaps. So let's see. You can see this is looking good. You can just upload the content here, like just change the content like modern tools. Okay, just change the content here. Okay, so this section is also done, and we can just increase this font size a little bit. Okay, so this section is also done. Now let's me go here and we're gonna refresh this, and after refreshing you can see we have this type of section looking great. Okay, you have to just change this content. Okay, so this section is also done. Now let's move to the next section where we're gonna build this services section now. Okay, now we're gonna build this services section, which is the main services section of this. So we're gonna add a container here. Okay, here we can write that services 2. Okay, services 2, and here we can just add that color. Let's add the color that gray bg. Okay, not the gray bg, we want this, I think. Okay, so we have this color also. Let me copy this color. Okay, we can copy this color and we can paste this like light blue bg. Okay, here we have 80. Okay, now what we can do, we can just add this to here and we can paste this. Okay, now we want to copy this main heading, like here you can see we have the main heading. Let's copy this. Okay, and we can come here and we can just paste it. Okay, now we can go to the services layout and here we can just add these containers. Okay, here we can just copy this. So you can just change this. Here go to custom and here we can just make this like okay. Now we can add these grids. So for these grids we can add here grid. Okay, here you can see we have like this layout, so we can just add a new container here. Okay, this is container. You want to add this inside. Okay, now we can add this an image. We can name this container like box. Okay, let's choose the image like here full and we can go to this image. Okay, we want this image, so this is the image. Then we can just go here and here we can add like 500 by 450. Okay, here in the style we can add this to 20, 10, and here you can see we can add such container here. Okay, here we can add the gap of this. Here we can add a container. Okay, here we can add this 10. Okay, now what we can do, we can just add this to 90%. Okay, so you can see, and we can just move it to the little bit top. Okay, and we can move it to the left side. Okay, we can just make this to 95% like this. Okay, now you can see we have this logo and icon and all, so we can just make this to inner like this, and here also we can add some 20 pixel. Okay, now let's add a container, and here we're gonna search for the image. Okay, let's see we have the bulb image or not. I think okay, so we have this bulb image. Okay, and also you can see we have the content here, so we can just copy this, and this will say transparent pricing. Okay, then we can have this to image box. Okay, so this image box will have like this. Okay, here we can have the custom value. Okay, and after that you can see we have the image box. Okay, then we can add the divider here. Okay, we can add the divider outside this image box. Okay, here we can add this, and this we can add the divider like this color. Okay, this is looking great. Now we can add this text here. So for the adding the text, we can copy this text from here, click on the divider and just paste it below. Okay, here you can just make this shorter. Okay, like this. Now we want to add this button. Add this button here. Okay, now you can see this is done. Also we can add this to inner one, and here we can add this to left side, so we can push this. Okay, so you can just let it do like this, and you can just click on this box, okay, and make this left, so it will automatically be in the left side. Okay, and you can just go to this here, and you can just make this smaller. Okay, like this. So this is also looking good, and if you want you can just go to this inner one, and here also you can just increase some bottom padding more, like 30, so you will have more spacing here. Okay, so this is done, and we can just click on this image, and we can add a hover effect on this, like on hover we want this to sync here like this. Okay, so this will give some cool effect. Okay, now let me duplicate this box. Okay, we can duplicate this box multiple times. Let's duplicate this also. Okay, we can duplicate this here also. Okay, here also we can add 30, and we can just add 30 to the top like this. Okay, let's publish this. Now we can just go and here, and we can refresh this. So after refreshing, let's see. So after refreshing, let's go below. You can see we have this type of UI working. Okay, you can also add it to the more top if you want, just make it more top, but this is looking good. Okay, now you can see we have to just change the content. Like suppose if you want to change the content, right, you just click on this, go to this, and you can just change your content according to whatever you want, like this here, You can just also change this here, home security. Okay, you can just change this. Okay, so you can change the content according to you. Also, you can replace all of these images. All the images are there. I will give you all of these images in the video description, so you can get all these images for free. Okay, click publish. Okay, so our this section is also done. Let's make this services. Okay, this section is also done. Now let's move to the next section where we're gonna build this. Okay, now you can see we have this. So now let's move to the next section where we're gonna build this section. Okay, so for making this section, what we can do, we can just add a new container here like this. Okay, here also we can write this YS. Okay, here also we can add it to the top, it to the bottom. Okay, now you can see we have this thing here. Here we can write 1 and this is 2, make it shorter. YS, here we can add the 260. Okay, now we can just copy this from here. Okay, we can just copy and paste this. Okay, here we can write Y chooses. Okay, then you can see we have the text here, so let me copy that text from here. Okay, we can copy the text. Now we can just add the image. Okay, now we can just add the image of 20 here. Okay, now you can see we have the grid value here, so we can search for the grid. Okay, like this. Now you can see we have to add this, so for that we can add a container. Okay, and here also in the container you can name this like box. You can make this 20. We can make this to like a light blue BG, and we can make this to 20. Okay, here you can see we have this, so for that we can look for icon box. Okay, let's add an icon box. Here we can make this, so now we can add this icon. So I have already have this icon, like here we have this. Okay, so this is very simple. It already Elementor is really powerful. It can handle design some automatically also, so all the things are getting smarter. Okay, here you can see you can make this to like this, and here we can make this center. Okay, this is looking good. We can also make this to like 21. Okay, like this. And on hover, what we can do, we can just add this color. Okay, like this. You can see on hover we can add this color. Now we can just make this duplicate. Okay, we have 1 2 3 4. Can duplicate this. Okay, and on hover we can add them colors. So for the center one, let's make this the color of this only. Okay, and on hover we can change this to light blue BG like this, and else we have just like this color. So you can see this section is also done. How fast we are making website using Elementor. Let's give little bit gap between this. The image should be have some gap, I think 10. Okay, so this is done. Now let's go to this, and here we can just go below and let's see. So here you can see we have this type of layout, and also on hover we have these things working. Okay, so this section is also done. Now let's move to other section. Like here we have this one section left, so we're gonna build this now, and after that we're gonna build this and this sections. Okay, now let's move to the next section where we're gonna build this city section now. Okay, so for making the city section we have to just add a container here. Okay, and after that let me close all these tabs here. Okay, this we can say CTA. Okay, here we can make everything in the center. Now let's go to this and we can add an image here. Okay, so the image is this, so let me search for this image. I think we have this image here, right? Okay, now we can make this center and center. Okay, and display size would be cover. Okay, we can also add a layout, like here we can add 600. Okay, like this. Now you can see we have to make this transparent, means have some color, overlay color, so we can add this that blue dark color. Okay, let's make this blue dark. Okay, like this, and we can increase the opacity of this like this. Also we're gonna make this fixed, so let's go to the attachment and we can make this fixed like this. Okay, now we can add this. So first we're gonna add the icon. Okay, let's add the icon. Here we can add the play btn here, play button. Okay, we can also make this tagged here. Okay, here also we can make this to blue and we can make this to white. Okay, we can just increase this and we can just increase the padding of this. Okay, here we can increase the 30. Okay, I think we can make this blue and we can make this white like this. Okay, now we can add the heading. Okay, you can just copy this heading from here and you can just paste it below. Okay, let's make everything in the center and we can make this white. Okay, now we can just copy this. Okay, we can paste this here, and here also we can add this custom. Okay, then we can just increase the size of this, like we can add the 50 pixel or we can add the 45, and we can also increase the custom size here like this. Okay, here we can add the size to 40. Okay, now we can add this text here. Okay, we can make this in the center and we can also make this white. Okay, here also we can add the custom value. Okay, here you can see we have the request cancellation button, so we can just go here and we can just copy this. Okay, here you can see we have the request cancellation. Okay, request cancellation, also we can just publish this. Okay, now you can see all these things are done. Let's refresh. Okay, now let me go back. Here you can see we have this thing done. Now we're gonna make this section. Okay, now let's make this section. Now for making this section, what we have to do, we have to just go here and we can add a new container here like this. Okay, so this is a two section thing. Here you can see, and now we can just make this like we can make these banners. Okay, so let's move this in the center. Make this here. We can also add some gaps between this 60. Okay, now we can. Okay, so the gap would be 30, and we can go to the advanced, and here we can add 80 pixel to the top, 80 pixel to the bottom like this. Okay, now you can see we have to make this first layout. For that we can go to this banners inside this, and here we can make one and we can make this two. So for the first one we can just add some colors, like here we can add light blue BG. Okay, here we can have the order of 20. Okay, here also we can add 20. Okay, now you can see we have to make this. Okay, now we can add two section here inside. Here we can name this inner. Okay, we can also name this inner. Go to one, here layout, and here we can make this in the center. Okay, now we can add this image, and we can just change the image to this. Okay, so the inner, this one will have 40 and this one will have 60, like this. Okay, now for the second one, what we can do, we can just add some heading here. Let's copy this. Okay, here we can add this. Okay, here we can add this to 25 and we can make this to 600. Okay, here we can add the BR tag. Okay, now you can see we can add this to okay, here also we can add this. Now we can copy this thing here. Okay, also you can see we have this grid. So for the grid, what we can do, we can search for the grid. Okay, we can just search for the grid and add this. Now you can see we have a 3x2. Now we can just add this to container. Here we can just add this to lemon color. Okay, here we can add the 10 and border will be also 10. Okay, now we can add an icon here at the top. Okay, we can just go here and upload the icon. So now you can see you can use this for the battery. Okay, here we can just increase and decrease the size. So let's add the size to this 35. Okay, now we can just add a heading here. Okay, this will be energy optimization. Okay, here we can make this like this. Okay, now you can see we have this, and here we can make this box layout, and here we can make everything here like this. Okay, here we can make this 10. Okay, now we have to just duplicate this. So let me go here and we can just duplicate this. We can duplicate this too. Get this. Okay, duplicate this, and here also we can make this one. Okay, now you can see this is done. Okay, so in this way we can make this. So we can just make this 0. Okay, so you can just copy to all this, like we can copy and paste this. Okay, let me copy paste this here also. Okay, so we can copy and paste this all styles to there everywhere. Okay, now you have to just replace all of this content. Okay, and then this is done. And also you can see here you have the learn more button also. So for that button we can again copy that. Okay, so let me save this first, and again we can just go here and we can just copy this and we can just paste this. Okay, so you can see we have this button here, so we can paste this button after this grid. Okay, so let's wait, we can minimize this, and here you can see here the button. Okay, so we can copy this button here at the end. Okay, so we can move this to the button to the top like this. So the structure is very helpful when you are making these changes. Okay, small changes are done by structure only. So sometime it takes time to load, so let's wait for it. After that we're gonna make this section, so you can see this is done. Okay, now we have to just minimize the size of this. If you want, you can just change the size if you think this is looking bigger. Okay, we can make this 24 and we can make this 24 also. Okay, you can just change the typography of this to 13. Okay, so this is done. Now let's publish. Now we're gonna make this section. So for making this section, we can again add a container here. Okay, so this is the inner container. Okay, so we can make this. Here we can also make this to light blue BG and border would be 20. Okay, and here we can add the border radius, means the padding. Okay, now you can see we have to make this. So first what we're gonna do, we're gonna add two container inside. Okay, so this is the one, and we can just duplicate this inner here, and we can make this like this. Now we can add this image here. Okay, so we can make this full, and the image would be this one. Image is this camera one, so we can search for that here in the camera. Okay, here in the inner you can see we can have this to like in the right side. Okay, now we can just copy and paste this. Okay, now we can just this here, also we can just copy this. Okay, now you can see we have the inner one, and we can just make everything in the center like this. Okay, so this is done. Now we can just duplicate this. Okay, so this is done. You have to just replace this content. Like we can just change the content from here. We can just change the content from here. Okay, and you can just add all of these things to replace the content. Okay, so this is done. Now let me go here and we're gonna refresh this. And after refreshing, you can see this website is looking good. We are making this fully custom. This back section is also looking good. Okay, transparent. Okay, so this section is done. Now let's move to the next section. Let's see. So now we have this testimonial, and also we have this header and footer now. So now let's move to the final section where we're gonna build this review section. So for making the review section, what we can do, we can just add here you can see we have to make this, so we can make a new container. Okay, so here we can add reviews. Okay, we can make like this. Here also we can edit it to the bottom only. Okay, I think we can edit it to the top also, the style. And here we can add this world map here. Let's add the map here, map. Okay, here now we can make this display size would be cover, and the display size will be cover here, position center. Okay, now we can add the background overlay. Okay, now we can add this to like gray BG, light blue BG. We can add this like this. Okay, now we can just add one container at the top and second for the second one. Now let's add this. Here we can make this to, let's add this top. Okay, now we can just make this, and this is for the grids. Okay, grids, not slides. Below is for the slides, upper one is for this. So we can just add this here one, and we can duplicate this, and this will be 2. Okay, now we can just add here like we can add this to like UIUX. So we can just add this. Okay, here and here also we can add this. Okay, also what you are saying here, we can add this text here. Okay, now you can see we have to add this. So these things to add, what we can do, we can just add the 2 containers here again. Okay, so 2 containers are there. So one, let's make this inner, and we can just duplicate this. Okay, second one, and we can make this in the last. Okay, now what we can do, we can just make this to 70%, and this second one would be 30%. So we have this much limited gaps here. Okay, like this, and we can make this to like custom. Okay, like this. Okay, now what we can do, we can just add these buttons first. So let me search for these buttons. So we're gonna copy this button. Okay, here we can see read all reviews, write a review. Here we can write read all reviews. Okay, here we can just make this to capitalize. Okay, and for the review, what we can do, we can just add an icon library here. Okay, here we can search for the message. Okay, here we can search for this, like here this one, this text will work. Okay, let's preview this. So we are getting, okay, so what we have to do, we have to just increase the width of this. So like this, here you can see 1. Let's make this to 60, and let's make this to 40. Okay, now you can see we have this looking good. And also we can just go here and we can just make it stretched like this. Okay, and we can just go to the top. We want this button, the button which we have just added here. Okay, we can just copy this because I don't want to make it again. So I'm just copy and pasting this. I'm becoming very lazy. Okay, so now you can see here for this we can add this like a write a review. Okay, now go to styles, and here we can add this like this would be capitalized content, and here we can upload the icon library like pen. Okay, pen. Okay, so this is looking good, and here we can see we have to make this stretched. Okay, I think we have the some. Okay, that's why it's coming. Also we can have this. Okay, so this is looking good. Now what we have to do, we have to just add this ratings. So for the ratings, we can search for the rating here. Okay, here we can add this. Also we can just increase the size of this. Okay, color would be this, and this color would be this. Okay, here we can have this, and for the text we can add text here. Okay, here we can just add this. Okay, like this. We can make this in the center, and we can also make this in the center. Okay, so we can just make everything in the left side. This is also in the left side, and we can just go to the 2-1, and here we can reduce the gap of this like this. Okay, so this is looking good for the line. I think we can add this to make this stretched. Okay, so this is looking good. Now what we can do, we can just go to the inner. Here we can just add 20 here, and for the first one we can add 20 in the right side. Okay, and here you can add some border color, right, and here we can just make this to this. Okay, so you can see this is looking great. Now let's publish this. Okay, now we have to make this carousel. So for making the carousel, what we can do, we can just search here carousel. Okay, so we can just add a carousel here. Okay, so you can see we have the 3 slides here. The slides now let's add some margin like a 30. Okay, and also you can see here this carousel. So for this, first we have to add a container. Let's add this container here. Okay, we can just okay, so this is the slide. Okay, this is full width and this is slide. Okay, now inside this we can add a new box here. Okay, let's add one more container, and this will contain the text. Okay, we can make this white, and we can make this 20. Now we can add this to 10 here. Okay, and here we can just copy and paste this. Okay, we want this text here like, okay, so let's use this text only. Okay, let's copy this text. Okay, now we can go here and we can just copy this text here. Okay, now we can just make this black. This here we can make this 500. Okay, we can make this italic, and here we can just make this to 30. Okay, so this is done. We can also add border radius like this. Here all the border radius are there. Okay, now what we can do, we can just add an icon box here. So let's add an icon, not icon box, image box. Let's add the image box. Okay, we can make the image box at the top here after the slide. Okay, this image box will be here. Okay, then we can move this text about the image box like this. Okay, so this is all. This is also very useful. Now we can make this image box in the this side. Okay, now we can just add this. Okay, and here also we can change the content Mia Lawson Bali. So let me Mia Lawson. Okay, and for this we can make this Mia Lawson Bali. Okay, here in the image we can go to this, and here for the border area we can add 100. Okay, we can now change the size of this, make everything in the center. Let's go here, and here we can increase the size. Okay, we can make this black, and this one would be this. Okay, now we can go to this, and here we can just make this like. Okay, now we can just add some margin to the left like this. Okay, like this, and we can also increase the size of the image if you want. We can just increase like this. Okay, so this is looking good. This is done. Now let me go to the carousel. Here we can remove this, and we can just duplicate this 4 times like this. You can see. Now we can add some gap between the slides, 20. Okay, now also we can go to this, like here you go to the settings. Here we can make this 3000, means 3 seconds. All of this pause on hour will be there. Okay, navigation we don't want, means the arrows. We only want the pagination of the dots. Okay, now let's go to this pagination. Okay, so let's wait for it to load. Okay, now you can see this is there. Now you can see we have this, let's add 30, add here 40. Okay, here also we can add this red color, and also we can increase the size of this. Okay, and however we can add this to like blue color. Okay, so this review section is done. You have to just change the content and just replace all of this text according to you. Else you can see review section is also done. Okay, so you can see all the sections are done. This is looking really good. Okay, so you can fully customize it. So we have successfully, so you can see this is also looking good. So we have successfully built the whole website by using Elementor. Only we have to build the header and footer. Okay, this footer is left, this header is also left. Now let's make this in the next section. Okay, now let's go and we're gonna build the header and footer. So for that we're gonna go to the theme builder. Okay, let's open the theme builder here. Okay, so let's open the theme builder. After that we have to click on this footer, and you can see we have this footer. So for making this footer, what we can do, let's make this footer now. We don't want these blocks, pre-made blocks, so let me add a main container. Okay, so this is the footer main. Now let's keep this. Okay, now we can add this to the top, to the bottom. Here you can see we have the black color, right? So we can add this black color here, this black color. Okay, now you can see we have one container here. Okay, so this is the top, and we can duplicate this, and this is the bottom. So the bottom one will be this, and top one will be this. Here you can see 1 2 3 4 5. We want 5 boxes now. For that we can just go to this, and here we can add this is 1, duplicate, 2, duplicate. Here we can add 3, duplicate, and here we can add 4, duplicate, and here we can add this to 5. Okay, now go to the top, and here we can make everything like this. Okay, this is done. Now we have to add a logo here. So this is the random logo. You can use your own logo. Just make this random logo, find it somewhere. So I am using it to demonstrate this. Here we can make this. Okay, here also we can use the custom value to just increase and decrease the size of this. Like we can use like 50. Okay, let's use 55. Okay, now we can just go here. Okay, here also you can make this top like this. Okay, we can just go here, and here we can click on the custom URL. So we can use the site URL. Okay, now we can add we have to add this. Okay, now here we can add this like this. Okay, now you can also add the social icon here. Okay, let's add the social icon. Okay, now you can see we have this icon, so we can add one more icon, like suppose we want to add the Instagram also. So we can search for the Instagram here. Okay, like this, and again we can make this to rounded circle is good. Now let's go here, custom. Okay, here for the family color we can use the text. Okay, let increase and decrease the size. Okay, like this, and on hover we can make this lemon. Okay, and this would be here Bob. Okay, like this. Okay, so this is done. Now let me add this company one here heading. So we can just add the company. Okay, here also we can just make this white. Okay, here, and now we can just add this here list. Icon list, we can add this. Okay, bro, yeah, okay. So here we can add these menus like home. We don't want this, so we can just duplicate this for now. Okay, so you can just add these menus. Okay, here we can just increase the size. Let's see. First, let's change the color of this. Okay, like this. Also, we can add this to 30. Okay, here and here we can add these things. So this is done. Now let me delete this. Okay, now we can duplicate this 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now we can just go to this. You can just copy from different tab to this footer. You can just copy here. Okay, now let's make this to white. Here we can enter the join our newsletter. Okay, like this. And here also we can make this to 500. Here we can add this to 21. Okay, now what we can do, we can just add this to top. Here we can add 40. Okay, now we can add this to like here. Okay, and this here we can add this. Okay, like this, and here also you can see we should add this to form. Okay, here you can see we have this. Now we can add this name to 50% and this email to 50% also. Okay, and message we don't want. Okay, now it is saying name, email, and here we have get smart updates. So we can go to the button, and here we can write get smart updates. Okay, and here for the this field we can have the border radius of 100. Okay, and we don't want to show the label. And for the button also we can just go to the button. Here you can see background color would be lemon, and this would be black. Okay, like this, and here also we can add the border radius of 100. Okay, here we can just add the 20. Okay, so this is looking good. Okay, let's publish this one. So the entire site 7 close. So we don't lose any changes. Now we can go to this and we can refresh this. After refreshing, you can see we have this here. You have to just change all of this content. Okay, right now they are all done. This is also very big now. You can just click on this and we can just make this smaller. Okay, like this, publish. Okay, you can just change all of this content, whatever things you want to change, just add this. Okay, now we can add this for this, so we can just copy this here and we can paste it here. Okay, make this like this. Now we can just copy this. Okay, first we're gonna change the color of this. Okay, here also we can remove the 20. Now we can go to this bottom and here we can add the 40 padding. Let's try, let's add 20. Okay, so 30 is looking good. Also we can just duplicate this and we can make everything in the last. Okay, here you can see terms and condition, privacy policy, cookie policy. Here we can write terms and conditions. So here also we can write privacy policy. Okay, here also we can write cookie policy. Okay, here we can divide this. Okay, here also we can make this to like space between. Okay, now we can just have this and we can make this 200. Okay, and for the last one we can just change this like this. Okay, now you can see we have to add this to the bottom one. We can add the border radius like 20 and we can just remove from the bottom 0. Okay, so this is done. Now let's see our footer. Okay, so our footer is done. You can see the footer is looking good and the other logo, you can just increase the size of this logo. Okay, so this is done. So you can see footer is also looking good. Now we have to make this custom header. So let's go to this. Here you can see we have to make this custom header now from scratch. So now we're gonna make this header. So for making the header, what we can do, we can just go to this theme builder again, open this. Okay, now we can just click on this header and we can add a new header. Okay, so before making the header we have to add this menu also. Okay, so further we can go to the panel, go to menus. Okay, so here we can add this to final menu header. Okay, create menu. Now we can just add this home page. Okay, and for other we can use the CSS ID. So this is for the about. Okay, then we have this client services testimonial. So we can have this clients. Okay, then we have these testimonials. Services and contacts. So now we can have this to services. Okay, I'm using the CSS ID to link these things. Okay, now one more we can add like contact. Okay, now let's save the menu. Okay, so this is done. Now let me add these things. Okay, now what we can do, we can just add this thing here. We can make this to header. Okay, we can make this. Now we can add the image. Okay, so the logo will be, let's look for the logo. I think we have the black logo also. This is done. Okay, now we can just use this and here we can just change the size. Okay, 35. Then we can just add the WordPress menu here, header, and here also we can add 10 to the top, 10 to the bottom. Okay, here we can just make this. This would be text and this would be none. This would be full width and this would be center. Okay, here we can make this black. Here also we can make this to 600. Okay, now what we can do, we can just add a button here, like here you can see we have the free consultation button. So we can add this button here. Okay, here you can add this like free consultation. Okay, so we can just make this 12. Okay, we can make this 13. Okay, so you can see now we can just go to the header style, and here we can make this to white. Go to advanced, here we can make this motion effect sticky top. Okay, now you can see when you scroll, then you will get this motion effect. Okay, now let's publish, add condition and add site. Here also we have to add some things like on hover we want this blue color, and in active also we want this blue color. Okay, like this. Now let's publish. Okay, so this is done. Now let me go here and we have, okay, so you can see how fast we have built the website, and here also we can add some like 12. Okay, let's publish. Now let's go here and refresh. And after refreshing, you can see when I scroll, then this part of the sticky header is there. Okay, so we have completed all our website. You have to just upload this content. Okay, so we have completed all our website, and this is looking really good. Now let's go to the mobile part, and we're gonna add some animation. So now let's make this responsive. So you can see I have these tabs open: Elementor, footer, header. So for first we're gonna make this header responsive. So in mobile we don't want to show this button. Okay, so we can click on this button, go to advanced, go to responsive, and we can hide this from here. Okay, let's hide. Now we can go to this. Here we can add this 10. Guys, if you are new to our channel, please subscribe to this channel, because making these videos takes so much efforts. So it takes hours of recording the video. Okay, so I hope you like the video. So subscribe to our channel. Okay, so you can see, so now we can just go to this and we can make everything in the end. Okay, now if you preview this, we can have this. There is one problem, we have this container, so let's make this 50%, and here we can make this 50. Also we can make this container, and here also we can make this 50%. Okay, so this will be side by side now, and for this we can make this to full width. Okay, here also we can make this custom value, like we can just increase this to. Okay, now you can see we have this here. Okay, now we can just click on this WordPress menu, go to this drop down, and here we can just have this to like 13. Okay, here also we can make this to this, and here also we can make this black color. This 11, here also we can make this black color. Okay, and here also you can go to the normal. Here we have the vertical padding as this, so we can just cross this. Okay, also on click of this also we have to redirect to this site URL like this. Okay, so you can see our mobile menu is done. Now let's go to the footer. For footer making it responsive, this is very easy. Just we have to go to this here. Here we can add this to 60, 20, 20. Okay, and just increase the size of this. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so this is looking good, and you can just reduce this gap between this, like bottom. Here you can see we have this too. Let's make this 60. So when you say, here you can see we have less gaps. Okay, like this. Okay, so you can see footer is done responsive. Now let's pick the home page. So let's go to this responsive. So note, this mobile and this thing is same. Okay, so all the steps are same. You have to just play with the fonts size and all. So mobile and this second part is same. Okay, so I will do the mobile only, and you can do the rest. This is the main container. Okay, let's first we can go to this main. Here we have the 1. Okay, we can make this to 0. Okay, let's go to the main, and here we can add this to 60, 20. Okay, 60, 20, and this is also 20. Now we can go to this, and here we can make this to 45. Okay, this is looking great. Now we can just go to this OBR, and here also we can make 20, 60, and this is 20. Okay, inside this we have this inner, and make this 0. Okay, and here also we can have this 20. Okay, here also we can just decrease the size like 15. Okay, so you have to just play with the font size. Okay, now you can see we have this here, and here also we can have this like 60, 20, 20. Here also we can have 60, and this is 20. Also here we can have this to 20. Okay, now we can just click on this grid. Okay, here we can have this 2 grid, and here we can have this 20. Okay, now we can make this base styles here 20. Okay, like this. So we can just go below. Here also we can make this to 22. Okay, now you can see we can just click on this here, and here you can see inner one 20 to this. Here we can add 20. Okay, here we can add to 25. Okay, then here you can see here the counter value. Okay, now you can see for the top one we have the grids here. Okay, inside the grid we have the boxes, so we have the borders here. Let's make the border 2 at the bottom. Similarly, for all of this you have to make this like here 2 also. Okay, here also we can make this 2. For this also you can make this 2. Okay, so this here we don't want. Okay, now we can just keep some gaps here, like gap would be 30. Okay, like this. You can just increase and decrease the size of this, like here is the number, you can just make this to 30. Okay, now let's copy this, paste. Okay, so in this way you can just play with, you can also change this icons color. Here you can see we can just make this to like 15. Okay, 18. Okay, so you can see this is looking great. Now let's go below. Here you can see we have this, so here we can add a 60. This is 20, this is 60, this is 20. Okay, then we can add this here 60, we can add 20, this is 60, then we can add 20. Okay, here we can add this, and here also we can add this to 600, and this is 40. I think this is 30. Okay, so you can try 25 also. So these all things are looking great. Okay, so let me save this also. Now let's click on this advanced. Here also we can add this to like 80, 20. Here also we can add 60, 20. Okay, you can just change the fonts of this also, like the top one. Okay, so all the fonts are changeable according to you. You can see this is looking great. Now this thing you can add this to 80 to the top, 80 to the bottom. Here we can just make this to 30. Okay, here also we can make this to full width. Okay, here also we can make this to 60. Can make this to 25. Here we can make this to 20. Okay, full width here like this. Okay, here also we can make this to 60, 20. This is 60 and this is 20. And here we can just make this custom. Okay, here we can make everything in the center. Okay, this is looking great. Here also we can, so this is the grid. We also want to make this two boxes here like this. Just you have to replace the grid lines. Okay, so this is already done. Now let's publish this one. So okay, and here you can see you have to go here, and here you can just make this to 60. Here 20. Here also we can make this 60, and this is 20. Okay, here also we can make this to full width. For this we can make this to like this. This also we can make this here. Okay, we can make this 0. Okay, and we can just add this to 30. Here also we can make this to left align. Okay, and here you can see for the second one, here we have the top, and we can just put some gaps here, 30 also between this. Okay, so this is already looking great, and here we can just make this 0. So we have this slide, and this will have like this. Okay, so the image box will be here. Okay, so this is looking great. You can also move it to the right here. This is inside the slide. Okay, so you can just change this. So this is also responsive now. You can just change the layout. You can just add the two containers here, image and width, to make it left and right. Okay, so if I refresh this, and if I go to the here, let's try to open the inspect. So now you can see this website is fully responsive. Here you can see. So we have successfully built the whole website. This is fully responsive. This thing is a little bit weird, but you can change this to instead of image box, you can add here custom, like one image here. Okay, you can make it custom whole layout too. So you can see if I click on this, this is fully working. Okay, so now let me show you how to add some basic animation in the website. Suppose we want to add some animation, right? This. So we suppose I want to add the animation in this. Okay, so let me show you how. So right now you can see we can add the animation everywhere. We can add the animation in the structure. We can add the animation in this container everywhere. Suppose I want to add the animation in this container. Click on this advanced, go to motion effect. Here you will find entrance animation. Suppose I want to add the fade-in animation. Make it slow, and it will come after 50. Okay, like this. Then after that we will add the animation in this text. So here we can add like here we can add the zoom in, like we can add the zoom in animation. Okay, this will come fast, and this will come after the 100 milliseconds. Then let's add the animation in this. Okay, this will be sliding up. Okay, here we can have the fast, and this will come after 150. Okay, then here we can add the motion effect, and this will come after the zoom in animation, and this will come after the 200. Okay, also we have this image, and this will come after the sliding up animation. Okay, this will come after the 250. Okay, so in this way you have to just increase the time here, like 50 then 100, so it will come after that. Okay, so in this way you can make the sequence animation. You can add the full animation everywhere. Okay, so our website is fully ready now. You can see animation is also working, fully responsive website. Okay, all the links are in the video description. All the images are for free. Okay, you can also download this kit, buy this kit at very affordable rates. Then you can expand this website. Also, we have made so many website kits. All the links are in the video description. Do support us. Making this type of videos takes so much effort. So I hope you like this. So let's pick this also. Like when we click on the about, it is not going to their sections. Like here you can see we have this about, this CSS ID we have added. So let me add, so let's make this home. Let's make this about. So in the CSS ID, just put about CSS ID, And now you can see here we have the clients, so we can just copy this here. Okay, so for the clients we can make this here in the CSS ID, we can add this here. Let's put this clients. Okay, so in this way you can put all of the sections, so this will work. Now let's save this and let's see if this work or not. So when we go to this about, we have the about clients. Okay, so in the similar way we can put everywhere. Okay, so you can download this kit. All the links are in the video description. All the images are for free. Also, if you want the Elementor Pro, we are selling that at genuine rates. Okay, that is the genuine, and I'm also using that same. Okay, so all the links are in the video description, guys. If you liked our video and if you are new to our channel, like and share our videos with a friend, subscribe to this channel. I'm gonna see you next time.